What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another College Football 26 Ultimate Team video. It's Sunday, which means we got brand new alumni cards in the game in today's video. We're going to cover those new cards, but also go over how to earn a free 87 overall Warren Moon. And that's where we're going to start this video out. So, when the first drop of alumni cards came out like 4 or 5 weeks ago, there was an 87 overall Warren Moon that was in the catalog, but we had no idea how to get that card. Well, recently, it showed in-game that there would be a head-to-head event that you could play to earn it. Initially, I thought it was going to be part of, you had to collect all of the champion level cards from the first season of Alumni and trade those in, but that Warren Moon started looking very outdated, and now we know the reason why. You actually have a head-to-head event that's in-game live right now, Alumni Glory Days, and winning 30 games within this head-to-head event will give you that 87 overall Warren Moon for free. Now, I don't know how sweaty this event's going to be, how difficult it's going to be for the average player to get to 30 wins, but the biggest hurdle here, without a doubt, is the lineup requirements to even enter this event. You can see it says lineup not valid for me. Look over to the upper right. Lineup requirements have not been met for this event. You have to have 10 alumni players in your lineup to even enter it. And if you don't already have close to that number of 10, it's probably going to become pretty expensive just for you to enter the event. So I'm okay with alumni players needing to be in your lineup to enter it. I feel like this early in the year, 10 is a little bit of a high number. So there's already kind of this entry fee to get in there. Is it going to be worth spending your coin? I mean, of course, you can go out and buy a bunch of lower overall alumni player cards to get them in your lineup to meet the requirements to get in the event. But I know for me, running a no money spent team right now, I feel like it's going to be a little bit too costly just to get into the event and then have to sweat it out to get 30 wins. Now, that's not the only reward you're going to get. As you can see here, the wins are going to dictate the rewards that you do get, and if you go in here, the 30 is going to give you the Warren Moon, but going backwards, you get the worthless coin packs. I would have much rather see like 10K, 5K there instead of the coin packs that are not rewarding, and pretty much every even level number here, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, you're going to get an 80 plus B&D reward pack. I know that B&Ds are pretty common and like expected at this point, but for an online event to have an entry fee of having, or not an entry fee, but a requirement of 10 players from a promo, I feel like these cards, the reward packs at minimum, should be non-B&D as well. If you haven't played any of your alumni solo challenges, I mean, there's no better time than now, because you're essentially going to guarantee yourself, I think, up to 4 of those 10 players that you need in these solo challenge rewards. Now, if you get a duplicate player or card, you're going to kind of be SOL out there. But if you take a look at the rewards, and I'm all up to date minus today's solos that dropped at tier 3, tier 6, tier 9, or sorry, tier 3, 6, 8, and then 10, you got 4 80 plus B&D packs. If you play today's solos, you can actually get a 5th pack. So my math was a little bit off there, but the max you can reach is 165 stars. And then also pay attention, 30 stars every single week means next week, and I'm not surprised because the season 1 ends in roughly about, I think, 10 days or so last I checked. But next week, next Sunday, is going to be the last alumni drop of the season 1, and then we'll, of course, get that to keep coming out for, the next 5 seasons or 4 seasons at least. But overall, you can earn a bunch of free alumni cards playing your solos if you haven't already, to help you get into that event for the 87 overall Warren Moon. Also, alumni objectives and the Season 1 Field Pass have been updated. Again, this happens every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So you're basically going to get a bunch. You get 6 for each objective. So you got a total of 18 coin packs. I opened up 60 of these yesterday, and it didn't even get me over 30,000 coins. So they're just not rewarding. Maybe in Season 2 they bump up the minimum values on these and the maximums. But, you can earn these passively as long as you have 2+ alumni players in your lineup. So it's free coins. I just wish it was more rewarding. Now, if you were unfamiliar with the Warren Moon card, we're going to show it to you in the catalog here in a moment, but I do again want to point out this Ultimate Alumni Collection Champion. If you earn the Warren Moon, even if you're not going to use the card, it's going to play part in a bigger puzzle that leads to potentially a free 96 overall player down the road. Also, I'm assuming this card is auctionable, so if you earn it and you don't want it, you can make coin off it. I personally, and I'm going to go for it, would be saving this for the big collection. I know it's way down the road here, but I just feel like it's going to be worth it at the end of the day, and this card could go way up in price 2, 3, 4 seasons from now, so I would definitely hang on to it rather than sell it, even if you're not going to use it. Looking at the item in the catalog, it does have an auction house pointer, so I guess it is definitely going to be auctionable. Here are the attributes on it: 85 speed, 87 throw power, short and mid throw 84, deep 86. I feel like he's pretty similar to Vince Young, -1 in the short and mid throw accuracy, and you do have that 85 plus threshold, so that's a little bit disappointing. But if I'm able to earn this card, honestly, I'm just going to use this one and sell off the Vince Young that I have, because we can make some coin and then use this quarterback until we're ready to upgrade. Along with everything that we just mentioned in this Warren Moon drop, I do want to make sure you're aware of my gameplay channel, which we will link down below in the comment section as a pinned comment. There's a full offensive guide on the Minnesota offensive playbook that I'm rocking right now. There's also a mini scheme just with a trips formation within that playbook. Go check that out if you need some help on offense, you're unsure what to run, and either today or tomorrow, I promise, I'm going to have a video out on the defense I'm currently running to give you guys a little bit of help. It's not perfect. Defense is really hard in this game, so if you're struggling to stop people, it's not just you, but at least going to watch the videos I have out right now can help you score some more points if you're struggling. And again, we'll have a defensive guide coming very, very soon, so make sure you're subscribed to that channel. Now, along with today's content drop, we do have 3 brand new alumni cards. Unfortunately, all pretty underwhelming, and I do have enough training to open up a pack for at least one of them, potentially 2, depending on if we can quick sell some more things in our binder to get to that training mark. But these cards are disappointing. I think it's mostly because of the positions. The LTD is going to be Julius Peppers with an ongoing rush promo right now. I don't really expect this card to be overly expensive. Pretty solid. I mean, 85 speed, power move, finesse move, block, shed, and tackle at 88 there, acceleration 87. It is a very, very good card at the end of the day. I just think I'm fatigued with right and left edges, and if it didn't make it, bad enough, we have a left edge on the side of the right edge here in the same content drop. The non-LTD is going to be Cornelius Bennett. 84 speed, 86 acceleration, finesse move 87, block, shed, power move 83, 82. Again, not a terrible card by any means out here, just kind of underwhelming. And the game desperately needs a high-end right tackle. Instead, we got our 13th left tackle in Jonathan Ogden. But I think I'm going to probably end up opening up a pack in today's episode of No Money Spent, because currently I have 4 alumni players in my lineup. I'll get a 5th one from the solo reward, and, opening up one of these packs is going to guarantee me one of the 3 players that came out, so that should put a 6th player in my lineup. I definitely want to get to 10 so I can enter that and go after the Warren Moon. Now, with all that being said, if you happen to have alumni cards in your binder that you're not using, I'm assuming that the majority of these are going to go up in price. Will they go up and make you rich? Probably not, but I would have to think for the most part that these cards are going to go up in price because people are going to be buying some of the lower overall cards to get them into their lineup so they can go ahead and enter the event as well. Again, for example, you can go out and buy the 82 Gronk and put him at tight end 2 or 3. You can put Deshaun Jackson, 82 overall, at wide receiver 4 or 5. Tiki Barber, his 81 could be your running back number 3. It doesn't matter. You could use the 80 overall David DeCastro. I think you get the point here, but you could use him at right guard too. So you can use these lower overall cards to get to that magic number of 10 to enter the event for the free 87 overall Warren Moon. But if you have some of these and you're not going to enter that event, you don't really have any plans to do so, I would look into selling those definitely today, because I'm thinking that they're going to be going up in price for that reason alone. Also, today is day number 3 of the Summer Rush program. We have another 2 LTDs in packs right now, 2 of the same player. We have the store brand 88 overall Charles Woodson, very good looking corner, 89 speed, 85 man, 87 zone coverage. And then we also have the great value Charles Woodson, which is still a pretty good looking card, 88 speed, 85 man, 87 zone. Really the difference is the plus or minus 1 speed, depending on the card you're looking at. And then the store brand Charles Woodson does have -1 on all of the ability point costs for every ability that he can access. But I would definitely pay attention to this card early on in the day, because it's probably going to be fairly inexpensive if a lot of people are opening up packs. But if it follows the trend that we saw on day 1 with Adrian Peterson and day 2 yesterday with Cam Chancellor, it's going to go back up in price. I mean, AP, for example, his great value card was all the way down to, I think, about like 320, 330,000 coins. Now you can see it's up to 440. So I don't know if a lot of people could have predicted that happening, but you definitely could have made some nice coin if you invested in that card. With that being said, I wouldn't purposely invest in these cards, but if you're looking to buy them, they might be a little bit cheaper today than they will be tomorrow and going forward. And then remember, Randy Moss, his store brand and great value cards are in packs, I think like all the way up until Tuesday. I will continue to keep my eye out on this card, because if he gets to that 300K range, and he's pretty close right now, I'm going to be picking him up for the No Money Spent squad. With new content comes new pack offers, and I'm pretty sure this is new. They actually put a Rush tab in the store, so you can see all of the Rush offers available to you. Of course, you have the 22 steps. I think it's somewhere between like $300 and $350 to open up all of them. I stopped at 6. But if you are no money spent or little money spent, the first 5 offers are pretty nice, because you can spend a small amount of coin, and there's a couple 1-coin packs in there, and we had some pretty good luck. There's also, just to update you, a 100 coin Names of the Game BND pack right now that guarantees an 80 plus Names of the Game player, so definitely make sure you open up that one. And then there's also a 100 coin Mainstays pack, which is going to guarantee an 83 plus Mainstays player. I know I need a second one of those in my lineup to get those objectives done, so I'm looking forward to opening up both of those packs on today's new episode of my No Money Spent Squad series, so be on the lookout for that. Of course, we do have Alumni packs in the store, pretty similar to what we see each and every Sunday. Here's another opportunity, 37,000 coins. It's more of a risk, but if you got 37K and you want to YOLO it, at least you're going to get another Alumni player to put in your lineup. It is a BND card, so you're not going to make any coin off of it. Just want to point that out. But you can definitely open up that pack. And then, of course, we do have our booster packs, which I can't partake in going no money spent right now, but these are going to be really good value to get Alumni players in your lineup to enter the event as well. And then we do have training updates. So the reroll packs will have Charles Woodson in there now, along with the Randy Moss for the Rush side of it. And if you do want to go after any of the Alumni cards, here are the prices. The 87 plus pack being 4.5K is actually insane by EA. I'm really annoyed at this one. I didn't know the price until I just went to the screen here. This is most definitely a tax to get people into that event with that price, right? Because if you look at the 87 plus on the Walk-On Wonders, 3.55K, Mainstays 3.6. I knew this one would be a little bit more, but I didn't think it'd be like almost 1,000 training more. So that's really disappointing, because I wanted to open up 2 of these. I can certainly still afford to open up 1, but I don't know. And again, if you want to go the BND route here, you got to hope that you get some good cards. But if you do want to spend training to get Alumni players in your lineup for the event, this is going to be your cheapest route out there, 370 training each to open that one up. So unfortunately, we might have to explore that pack and just simply hope for the best. If you want a non-BND pack, 1.1K there, and I wouldn't necessarily suggest doing this, but at a very last option, if you do have trophies from Season 1 to spend, you can open up this 80 plus BND Alumni pack to get Alumni cards for your lineup. I'm going to hang on to my trophies at least for next week to see what the conversion rate's going to be into coin going into Season 2, or if they add in any types of additional packs, or hopefully players. I'm really hoping they add in an 87 overall player for 13K. So a lot of stuff that came out today that I didn't really expect, and I think it's all revolved around that event. Good head-to-head event to go play, earn a good free reward there, though it might be sweaty, and there's some good market stuff going on right now. Because of that, you might be able to make some coin, turn some binder trash into coin as well. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.